Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to talk all about the iPhone 7, which I was able to get with a Cricket port over. It seems like those port overs for the iPhones are no longer, as I just checked the website and it said that this same device that I got for $49 is actually available for now $149. So let me just show you what I mean right here. So this is actually my receipt, like from when I actually purchased it. So you can see the phone is $199. It was $49 with the port over, which gave me a $150 discount. And then you can see you pay $60 for the plan, and then you pay for tax, and it basically came out to $110 right here. So that was a pretty sweet deal. So it probably makes more sense to get this thing fully unlocked on Amazon now, because that deal is off. But you know, I do see on Amazon right now that they have that thing for $148.99, but it's actually renewed, whereas this is a completely brand new iPhone 7. Now it does have that home touch button, which is actually really nice. It has the latest software of the iPhones, which is really cool. Now this thing has a 4.7 inch diagonal when you measure from here to here, Retina HD display with 1334 by 750 resolution, and a 3D touch button, which has a nice vibration, motorized haptic feedback when you touch it. It's also able to authenticate things like, you know, like the App Store. Also your banking information you can authenticate with that button, so you're actually really secure when it comes to that. You get a 12 megapixel camera, which goes up to 4K 30 frames per second, 1080 60 frames per second, and 30 frames per second as well. It has optical image stabilization, which is really cool. And my last video I recorded with it, so you could check out my last video to see the quality that the video took. But you got the quad LED true tone flash and live photos, as well as a splash and water resistant and dust resistant as well phone. Has the A10 Fusion chip integrated with the M10 motion processor, which is cool. So in my experience using this thing so far, let's like get off the technical talk, because I'm kind of new to iPhones and not really used to saying all the specs that come with them. But basically, just to sum it up, you can play Fortnite, PUBG, Call of Duty. Now the thing does get hot when gaming. It has that all metal body, which probably is why, but it actually plays games really well. Takes really good videos as well. You also do get iOS 10 with the iCloud. The thing I do like about this thing is that iMessage is really cool, because when you use that thing, you're basically going to be able to see when people are like, you know, like responding and stuff like that. And it kind of just see when people are typing as well, so it just adds a whole lot of more interactiveness to it. You can also do FaceTime with some of your contacts that have iPhones, which is really cool, because let's say you want to get in touch with somebody and you can have a face-to-face conversation with them if they have the iPhone, which like 90% of my family members do have, which is really sick. Now, another thing I do like about this device is it has a really nice form factor to it, like in your hand. So when you're holding the device, it doesn't feel like it's gonna slip out of your hand. And honestly, I do like that matte black finish on the back of it. It's just really nice. And then you get that glossy Apple logo right here. And you can see we have the camera set up right here, which is a 12 megapixel. So that's actually pretty cool. I like the cameras on here, and I like the overall performance that this thing has. Honestly, the iPhone 7 in 2020 has a lot of cool features to it, with that home button, which a lot of people really like. I definitely like it. It still has lightning charge on the bottom, but you do get dual speakers. So you can see right here, you have a headset speaker, but when you play music and videos, you're gonna get music and video coming out of that as well. So you're gonna hear like audio coming out of the bottom and top at the same exact time, which is nuts. And I definitely think that's pretty cool. The 7 megapixel front facing HD camera is actually decent. You know, it's not like gonna be the most craziest thing in the entire world, but honestly that thing is actually pretty cool. But they're touting iPhone now in stereo, so basically the stereo speaker is louder. It comes with earpods and a lightning cable, which is crazy. I definitely like how they did that, because you know, although I have some earpods already from an older phone, actually my friend gave them to me, and I still have them. But I like the fact that you are able to you know, like do that. You can see I downloaded PUBG, 2K, Call of Duty. Everything is able to run smooth. Mario Kart. This thing is just really sweet. You're also getting iMusic, Apple Music, but for now I'm just listening to Pandora and SoundCloud on here. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm using it as my music apps right now. But so far I'm kind of bummed that they brought it back to $199, but I'm still kind of glad that I was able to get it for $49. And if you were able to get it for $49 too, definitely tell me in the comment section down below. So I think that would be pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who got this deal in the entire world. I'm sure there's like hundreds of people who got the same deal that I got. But I definitely could say that this thing gets really loud when you're listening to music. And you know, like as far as like music and stuff, I didn't have any issues with it. So I definitely could say that the audio quality of the speakers is good for like listening to music and watching movies with those dual speakers. It definitely sounds really next level. So you also are able to get any of your Google apps just like you would. It also has a nice dark theme on here, which is really nice. It gives you the option to customize that when you set it up. But you can see you got your Apple Wallet here just in case you needed that, but I'll probably never need that, so let me just close that. But when you go to settings, yeah, you can go down to camera right here where it says camera, and for some reason you can't customize like this in the camera app. You have to go into settings to do it, but you can change it to 1080 120 frames at slow motion, or you can change the video recording to 4K or 30 frames and 60 frames per second at 1080, which is crazy. So that's definitely cool. You could just play around with a lot of the settings in here. Still have a lot to learn about you know, like the Apple environment and ecosystem, but so far it's been pretty easy to get used to. Coming from Android all these years, I could definitely say it's pretty nice to use for talking to family members and friends and stuff like that. Like when you get like for social media, it's actually pretty cool because like the home button has this nice vibration to it, and like whenever you're getting a notification, you get that like unprecedented like you know, that familiar sound that you hear from iPhone. So it's pretty like distinguishable. It's a distinguishable sound and notifications, and like everything is just really smooth, and you could double tap that, get to your most recent apps. It's really cool. And you can also hold this to get to the Siri as feature as well. So I definitely think that's pretty cool. When it comes to like unlocking this thing, it works like 10 out of 10 times, which is nuts. So I definitely think that's pretty cool. You also get like all your notifications here, and whenever you get a notification, you could slide over to see right here. You can manage view or clear, where with Android you just slide over, but you can also click that option. It just opens right up, and then right here you could just view, clear, manage. I think that's cool that you get so many different options, but if you just swipe to the left, it just opens it, which is kind of nuts. But yeah, I think this thing is really good after using it for the last 48 hours. And honestly, this price right here is really good, 110. But I'm gonna leave the cheapest links to where you can get it now, since that Cricket wireless promotion just ended, like I think like 2 days ago, which kind of sucks. But hopefully you guys did find this helpful. A lot of people did watch my unboxing of this phone, so I definitely wanted to like do a follow-up video just for you guys. But make sure you guys stay locked in with me. It's your boy Serrano. I appreciate you guys for staying locked in again. But make sure you hit that bell icon so you can get notified for more videos just like this. But in the meantime, let me know what you think about the iPhone 7 in 2020, all matte black. But I'll check you guys later. But in the meantime, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and depending on where you are, have a great night. Peace. Later, crew.